The Bamba United farmers are hard at work bagging onions. They are a farming family, the largest onion producer in the Belize District. On average, these men plant 18 acres of onions every season because they supply 20% of the onions for the entire country.
Normally harvest like about, let's call it, about 8,000 sacks of onion, more or less. And we supply from April, May, June, July, until August. That's the season we have onion.
Although Belizeans consume lots of onions every day, being in the onion business is risky because the local market is a hotbed for contraband produce, with onions at the top of the list. All these bags under this shed, for instance, are produce that the farmers are struggling to sell because illegal onions are flooding the market.
The problem is that because in the market there's a lot of contraband. Um, More or less, right now we should be taking like approximately 600 sacks of onion in a week in the market, but mostly we only have about 300 orders because the rest, the contraband is taking the market of the rest. So there's a lot of contraband. Mostly we have receiving information that there's about 300 sack that's is been from
Floating the market right now.
yes, from contraband, yes.
So that essentially means that you, as a wholesaler, your customers are not buying because then they can't retail it.
Yes, that's the situation. Yes, there are vehicles coming with 100, 150 sacks. That's certain information that we do have, and like I explained, in a week time, they bring 2 trips. It's about 300 sack in the market. So that's 300 less that we do sell, and that's a problem for us.
These farmers have 140,000 pounds of onions stored. These are produce that the farmers must sell off in 3 weeks' time. That's because their season should be wrapping up and it's time to import onions to supply the market. But right now, these farmers are worried that they will suffer massive losses this season.
The thing is that we have limited time to sell because we are informed that in a month time, uh, marketing board is bringing from Holanda, and now I think this is, if there was not this situation, this is a legal time, 2 weeks, we can sell everything. But because of this situation, we can't move this onion because of contraband.
But this is not a new problem. The contraband trade is booming in Belize, and those who stand to suffer most are these producers in rural communities who depend on farming to make a living. Reynaldo Oriana is appealing to authorities to tackle this illicit trade.
What we would like to ask is maybe the police can have more checkpoints in certain hours in the night, because mostly this contraband come in the night. And maybe custom officers can work at them. And next thing I would like ask is maybe Baja or Custom could visit the market mostly in the days, Mondays, Tuesday, Thursday and Fridays is the days that mostly been affected with contraband. It's a great challenge because there's a great investment that we have to do for the other season, onion season. Yes, and we're talking about a lot of money.
For just about most of us, we don't think about the months of hard work and financial investment that these farmers make to produce locally grown vegetables that are a staple in our diet, like the onions in your ceviche or escabeche. But for these farmers, their produce supports their families. When you buy local, it helps them to keep planting.
After you clean the area, we have to take out every stone that is in the area by hand. After I take out the stone, there's a plower, have to pass a plower, then make the beds. Again, the other stones that come out, we have to take them out back. Then the process goes, the seeds and fertilization, irrigation, and the pesticides. That's another thing that is, well, letting us feel it a bit harder because pesticides and fertilizers and the prices are going up.
A lot of hard work, and it's also expensive to produce these onions.
Yes, hard work and expensive. Yes, say it's the expensivest production that we could have. Yes, this is everything for us. Yes.
And when you see these contraband on the market, I could imagine it hurt.
Yes, because this is what we depend on.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.